Hi friends, welcome to my YouTube channel IntelliCloud. Here I am starting a new series of videos on Azure Data Factory. Today we are going to discuss about introduction to Azure Data Factory. In the short form we call it as ADF. The agenda of today's session is what is Azure Data Factory, why we need this Azure Data Factory, how does it differ from other ETL tools available in the market. What is Azure Data Factory? Short form is ADF. Azure Data Factory is a Microsoft cloud service offered by Azure platform that allows data integration from many different sources. Azure Data Factory is a perfect solution when in need of building a hybrid ETL, means extract, transform and load, or extract, load and transform, called ELT, and data integration pipeline, means like we have so many data integration tools are available in the market like SSIS or Informatica or any other tools, but this is purely cloud based data integration tool. It is fully managed and serverless data integration solution for ingesting, preparing and transforming all our data at scale. So here, as this is a cloud service and it is fully managed by serverless data, means whenever we require we can scale up, we can scale down, or so that is based on our requirement. Azure Data Factory enables every organization in the history to use for it rich variety of use cases. Example, data engineering, migrating other on-premises SAS package to Azure, or operational data integration, analysis, ingesting data into a warehouse, and so on. So these are the main advantages for the organization which we want to do a variety of requirements, the data engineering, migrating data on the on-premises SAS package to Azure, or any data integration. This ADF is very easy to use, means in few clicks we can build a ELT or ETL pipeline. It is very code free, no need to write single line of code, or we can write a code using either .NET or Python. Next one is it is very cost effective. Like this is a cloud based service, we can use pay as you go, means how many requests you are placing or how much of data you are transferring from source to destination. Based on that, the cost will be charged. And another one is most important one is very powerful tool. We can use this as a software as a service within more than built-in characters, and orchestration or monitor at scale. Like this ADF has 90, more than 90 built-in connectors. Like we can connect to different sources, and also we can ingest data into different destinations. We can orchestrate and we can monitor the data, like from transferring data from source to destination, we can monitor, we can transform, and if required we can scale the data transfer. Another one is very intelligent, like you have created one integration pipeline, we can set, suppose there are 1 million records, you can automatically set this. If the records are increased greater than 1000, then we automatically increase, or we can scale up the systems to transfer this 1 million records within 1 minute. Okay, next, overview of Azure Data Factory. These are the main components. One is dataset, another one is activity, next one is pipeline and linked service. What are the datasets? Like in other integration tools like SSIS, as there is a source, destination. Source contain what are the file name or table name or whatever it may be, like storage everything. Same like destination, this also where we want to insert either it into file or table or something. So this dataset contain the information about tables, files, about source and destination. So it contains a source dataset and means input dataset and output dataset. What are activities? Activities are like what action we have to perform. Like suppose you have a source, based on some query, we need to retrieve data based on that query and that filter, and transform if you want any transformation, and load into destination. Like this activity has either stored procedure, either it is a command or etc. Another one is the pipeline. Pipeline will contain more than one activity. It monitors each and every activity, like if it is a select query, copy command, or delete or update anything. So this, by using this pipeline we can monitor. So in a precise form, pipeline is a logical group of activities. Another one is linked service. This linked service and data set are interly linked. Like data set contains the table name, file name, records, etc. This linked service contains SQL Server, either it is a Hadoop or it is a blob storage or S3 storage. It contains those information. Okay, so these activities, data sets and linked service are interlinked and it run on each other. Like activity runs on linked service and it checks for the what is the server name, what is the destination server name, what has to perform and how to connect everything it contains. So this is about overview of Azure Data Factory main component. Next one. So why we need this Azure Data Factory? ADF is an enabler for any cloud projects. In almost any cloud project, you will need to perform a data movement activities across various networks, either on on-premises network or on a cloud and across various services like either Azure storages or another cloud storages. So ADF is particularly a required enabler for the organization who are making their first steps in the cloud and who try to connect on-premises data with the cloud. So this is the main advantage. Suppose if you take any ETL tools or any data integration service tools, either we can connect or from in-premises to on-premises. So it is somewhat difficult to manage other integration services tools. But coming to Azure Data Factory, this is a much required enabler to connect on-premises data with cloud. And this Azure Data Factory has a integration runtime engine and a gateway service which can be installed on-premises, which guarantee perform and secure transfer of data from and to the cloud. Okay. So how does it differ from the other ETL tool? As we said, Data Factory is the one option to use ETL call. Means this is only one option for ETL, cloud ETL? No, this is one option among other available in the market. So what are the main features and which are distinguished from other ETL tools? One is it has ability to run SSIS packages, means as we discussed, we can easily move already existing on-premises SSIS package to Azure Data Factory, and it auto scales fully managed product as a service. Means as I explained you, if you want to scale up to transfer a million of records in 1 minute, we can automatically scale up. Suppose after 1 million records integration completed, means it automatically scaled down. As you said, it auto scales based on the given workload. Next one, it allows run up to once per a minute. Means here one advantage is like we can do a scheduler, like we can schedule this Azure Data Factory run per minute, per hour based on our requirement. Or by using third-party APIs, we can call this Azure Data Factory and we can run on demand. Next one is it bridges on-premises Azure cloud seamlessly through a gateway. This is one advantage. It can handle big data volumes. How? Means it is a full auto scales. So based on our workload, based on our configuration, it scales up, scales down based on the workload. So it can easily handle big volume of data. It can connect and work together with other compute services like Azure Batch, HD Insights to even run truly big data computations during ETL. This is one of the biggest advantage. In other ETL tools, we can only transform the data. We cannot compute or we cannot do like some analysis. But in Azure Data Factory, we can do some computations during the ETL. So as we discussed, this is only the tool available in the market? No, there are other tools available. Among others, the best alternative to Data Factory is Apache Airflow, which has the advantages but also disadvantages. But Apache Airflow is the big competitor to Azure Data Factory. So in the coming section, we can learn more about each of the main components of Azure Data Factory. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, subscribe to my channel.